The United States has always been a nation of immigrants, but in recent years the country has seen a dramatic shift in immigration policy, particularly under the Trump administration. One of the most striking aspects of this shift is the increase in deportations, even for those who have built lives and families in the U.S. This essay will focus on the impact of these deportations on African migrants, highlighting the human cost of these policies. The Trump administration has made it clear that it prioritizes reducing immigration, both legal and illegal. This has resulted in a surge in deportations, leaving many African migrants in a state of fear and uncertainty. The administration argues that these measures are necessary to protect national security and enforce the rule of law. However, critics argue that these policies are inhumane, tearing apart families and causing widespread fear within immigrant communities. To understand the impact of these deportations, it's essential to understand why many Africans migrate to the U.S. in the first place. Africa is a continent of immense diversity and potential, but it also faces significant challenges, including poverty, conflict, and political instability. These factors have led many to seek a better life for themselves and their families elsewhere. For decades, the U.S. has been seen as a beacon of hope, a land of opportunity where people can build a better future. This image has attracted migrants from all over the world, including Africa. However, the recent changes in U.S. immigration policy have made it clear that the American dream is becoming increasingly out of reach for many. The increase in African migration to the U.S. can also be attributed in part to stricter immigration policies in Europe. As European countries have tightened their borders, many African migrants have been forced to look for alternative destinations. This has led to a surge in the number of Africans attempting to enter the U.S. through the southern border. The journey to the U.S. is often perilous, with migrants facing dangerous conditions and the constant threat of exploitation by smugglers. Despite the risks, many are willing to undertake this journey out of desperation, hoping to escape the hardships they face in their home countries. The Trump administration's hardline stance on immigration is evident in the policies it has enacted. One such policy is the Lock-and-Riley Act, passed by the 119th Congress, which further strengthens immigration enforcement. This act gives law enforcement agencies greater authority to detain and deport undocumented immigrants, including those with no criminal history. The Lock-and-Riley Act has been widely criticized by human rights groups, who argue that it violates the rights of immigrants and paves the way for mass deportations. Critics also argue that the act disproportionately impacts minority communities, who are already disproportionately targeted by law enforcement. Section 5. The Colombia Deal, a sign of things to come. In a move that has raised concerns among human rights advocates, the U.S. recently reached a controversial agreement with Colombia. Under this agreement, Colombia has agreed to accept deported migrants without restrictions, including those transported on U.S. military aircraft. This deal came after the U.S. threatened Colombia with tariffs and sanctions if it refused to cooperate. The U.S.-Colombia agreement is seen by many as a sign of the Trump administration's aggressive approach to immigration enforcement. Critics argue that this agreement could set a dangerous precedent, potentially leading to similar deals with other countries regardless of their human rights records. Section 6. Broken homes, strained relations. The impact of these deportations on individuals, families, and U.S.-Africa relations cannot be overstated. Many of those being deported have lived in the U.S. for years, building lives, families, and contributing to their communities. Deportation not only uproots them from their homes but also separates them from their loved ones, including U.S. citizen spouses and children. The emotional toll of deportations on children can be devastating. The increase in deportations also has the potential to strain U.S.-Africa relations. African leaders have expressed concern over the treatment of their citizens in the U.S., and the deportations could further complicate diplomatic ties. The situation is further exacerbated by the Trump administration's transactional approach to foreign policy, which prioritizes short-term gains over long-term partnerships. Section 7. Legal challenges and uncertain futures. The Trump administration's immigration policies have faced numerous legal challenges. Civil liberties groups and immigrant rights organizations have filed lawsuits challenging the legality of these policies, arguing that they violate constitutional rights and are motivated by discrimination. These legal battles are ongoing, and their outcomes will have significant implications for the future of immigration in the U.S. Protests and legal challenges reflect the widespread opposition to Trump's immigration policies. The outcome of these legal challenges is uncertain, and the future for many African migrants in the U.S. remains precarious. Many live with the constant fear of detention and deportation, uncertain of what the future holds for them and their families. Section 8. A Test of Values. The current situation represents a critical test of American values. The U.S. has always prided itself on being a nation of immigrants, a place where people from all over the world can come to seek a better life. However, the current climate of fear and uncertainty surrounding immigration calls into question this long-held image. The Statue of Liberty, a symbol of freedom and opportunity, stands in stark contrast to the realities faced by many immigrants today. The treatment of immigrants, particularly those seeking asylum and refuge, raises fundamental questions about justice, compassion, and the very soul of the nation. As the U.S. grapples with these complex issues, it is imperative that it finds a way to balance its national interests with its commitment to human rights and the rule of law. Section 9. Conclusion: A Shared Humanity. The stories of African migrants affected by deportations are a stark reminder of the human cost of these policies. These are not just statistics, they are real people with families, dreams, and aspirations. Their experiences highlight the urgent need for a more humane and compassionate approach to immigration, one that recognizes the inherent dignity of all people, regardless of their immigration status. The U.S. must find a way to address its immigration challenges in a way that upholds its values and its commitment to human rights. This requires a comprehensive approach that includes addressing the root causes of migration, providing a pathway to citizenship for undocumented immigrants, and creating a more just and equitable immigration system for all.
Good morning, my brother. I hope you are doing good. I want to give this advice to Mr. Knight Rider, a very quick one. Knight Rider, you see, this platform is not for individuals' problem. If you and your customers have had any problem, there is no need for you to bring it on this platform. Nobody is here to listen to any individual's problem. No, if you are a customer, you have encountered any problem, bro, I don't know, did you come here to give out to announce it to us, or I don't really understand that of your problem that you had with your customer or whatever. This platform is not for individuals' problem. We are not interested in your problems. If it were money, if it were certain money given to you, would you have come here to announce it? So me, I don't understand why you have to bring your personal problem on this platform, because we have no business with your problems. Nobody is coming to bring any of his or her problem on this platform. And again, the length of your audio, please try to, comport it. Try to minimize it small. It's too long. If someone is listening to you, the person might be bored. So me, I'm not here to attack you, but I'm just trying to advise the way you are giving out your problems and then the length of your audio. Try and cut it small. Okay? And another one too. Advice now what buy advice now you can say apology now what buy that apology is not enough. For me, it's not enough, because apology now what buy any for those who you think they are doing monkey or donkey work. Because last time when you came here, you said people outside, especially those in abroad, they are doing monkey work. And I was saying, baby, I was say, could toilet to snaba, toilet snaba until maybe no yet. So afterwards, you got to know that you've made a very big mistake, a very big comment. You are making unacceptable comment. Inti odo apology aba say opacho. But the intermaker say it's not enough for me, say. For last video or last audio making you know, who did attempt the parent attempt parents no more thing baby among count. You have evidence to come and insult our parents, which you don't know, because I don't think you know any of us, our parents, but you have the nerves to insult our parents. And also, you need to bring that apology before me personally, before I will able to come down to your tone, or I will, go with you as brothers, as Ghanaians. You need to bring that apology also. Say, yeah, papa, no, yeah, mama, them baby. I will be your matem no abra obian for parental issue and then the parental insulting from a platform way so, but you have evidence to bring insults on this platform against our parents. Into no, I know so who here so what they no so apology baba. Mafi de ya toa so ne ya kire ya adwin se de ya kire kono. Aha. Into that is for you. I don't know. Okay. But that's to say what the apology no e de aba. What the ba ebe boa pa what the apology ne ba and the makon boko form. Na hina move as one. But one for no apology na ba dia ene de me no obi ka. Pa. Okay. Mr. Manager, may God bless you and protect you. And whatever that you are touching in this life, may you be successful. Okay? Yeah. My brother, thank you very much.
Yo, you the kind make you be OTME ewo Mr. Manager platform so. Yeah. Ene enkaibo ene issue amedeba ekoma ye Ghana from penny for the kind on my penny His Excellency Dramani Mahama. Openi Obaso enche but a checkakra. Emise Emra ye man penny a wefiso echo. His Excellency President Nana Akufo-Addo. Charges are near the burning nyina say adia oti ya ubehu say most of the charges efa alatafo ho alatafo a omabegu Ghana a omo makwenya a na omo say Ghana ekuro no oman no omo nie no omo ye wo ye man mu a yempe ena ne de ho nsumbo den ebo ono ene wonso aba wabetena so Mr. President hwe sisi a America ne ekoso ewo America ye deporto Ghana for ye deporto immigrants a ewo America oman mu nyina emo mai de omo firi omo mu ni enkrata ewo American nyomo firi ho asisi a Ghana for a ye deport o maba edoso papa edoso pa sa ade wenti ena de bia ye bohu de wo se ye mampani His Excellency Dramani Mahama yes raw said alatafo mabegu oman ni mu a omama oman eden enkoso a omoma ye maamenum a ewo ejom a omudi omo retail business alatafo abajeji omonyuma eye a ahemfofo etonton insase edema alatafo ni ade no omuntwa so His Excellency yes raw Ghana for the bian ye bon de ro ye bon de ro say then odo na betim from na wama ahemfofo ate ase say then ye nton ejapade emma ahoho enna de bia so ye bom kokoko say alatafo na eba oman mu no ye ntumi ni omo ntra oman mu because ewu the same any ade omo ye ewo ye man mu no edos enna omo so omo population ye ntumi ni omo enye den entina ye krom inti openi alatafo afa eden kaka ewi eden omo fa bronya wi akoko yentumi fa omo emetena ye kro yentumi ni omo metena ye kro because of echo was 90 days omo ba na omo abetena ho omo so omo nyeden omo nko na omo ti oman na wudi sam na omo wudi ewo oman we can't yentumi ni omo tena ye man musa sesia yenu anoma ye deport every US omo ba America Nigeria for do ye man mu Nigeria for do ye man mu ye betimi ni Nigeria for we no atena ye man mu emra hwe Ghana for kra ye deport kra free ye man mu America oman mu e dia ba ye man mu I for sorry no more tonton sase e de ma Nigeria for hwe baby oye Nigeria ni blogger omo frɛ no okedi na Ghana for ton asase dia ma just a common oba blogger e de be adwuma no oye Ghana oman mu a onye sika e de den e de to asase a onu asi machine onu bi edan ne be high aratafo aden Ghana for sebi ka frache yeni eja adwiana we itina tem bia ye ka che mo say den odo ye mu bi etukwan na nyese etukwan ani ye den ye ma ye nchi bim mu kra no mu wo embada na omu na ye den bebre nso ko den wo consumer bi nso wo Ghana aden na motonton Ghana in Japade e de ma awoho e ma Nigeria for Ghana for ayembia ye betimi ni Nigeria for atena ye ntumi ni omontra because omusuba enye na Nigeria for his excellency tembia na aya na wo ye o cancel bi say den Nigeria for de ye ni omu ye nua ye serewo sasem no ye serewo pa ye serewo ye ni Nigeria for eni etwa kan bia ni oma ye ni omu ye den ye ni omu similarity of culture Togo and Cote d'Ivoire sa oman mienu we eni betumi aka say den we are sisters and brothers. Nigeria we don't have any ye ni omu ni etwa kan bia omu nye na fofo na omu nye neighbors omu nye ye hwe omu nye ye hwe his excellency Ghanaians we are speaking to you. We voted for you to come and do our wishes for us. Said the one kasa will call UN conference. Oka said then sisi social media ba ema sisi ano yen Ghana for no ye kasa wote ema ye hia no utumi eye den eye man no ye srewa said ye kasa nso no ye apede man ye apede man Nigeria for the person omubo epobi na omubesi more ewo Ghana moto asase mom na omubesi more ewo Ghana yesrem yempe Nigeria more bia o Ghana monton asase bia ma Nigeria monton asase bia ma Nigeria for kra bi monton asase bia e ma Nigeria for kra momumesi more bia o Ghana ho yempe omo no more bia o Ghana ho Shey retail business ye maame no eye wo Ghana oma asay omo retail business nyina Aden. Oma say omo retail business nyina. Oma ntua tax. Ye ma me no so omo ye den. Omo etua tax. Omo tua tax a. Omo ye den. Omo betimi dis sika ahwe omo ma wo school eni ade a. Nigeria for na be say omo nyuma. Ne no oman a yetimo no. Ohoho na mo ye den. Mo which say den omo be take in a better way in our country and I say timemufo no na mo pese den ye ho to yen. Mr. President, ni etosu biem, Mr. Dampare, wo na wo ye IGP, wo omanim. Wo na wo ye IGP. Enti esusuan pa no, alatafo emma ebo jantra bra, wo omanim no, Mr. Dampare, wo hu anase wo hu ye. Mr. Dampare, share His Excellency, yes, Lord, said Mr. Dampare, a Jumano demana, yes, Lord, Jenny free on the pa obi bra, obet me aden, obet me alata for ne daily. Because say a Jumano so saying, Mr. Dampare, so saying no. Wo and away IGP, wo maimu, IGP. O members ni bi ekwoje bribe kra afri alatani honoma ye yi no e de ba video so nya ade ne e de to even kra social media won't me fire no ne eno no Mr. Dampare ne no o ba se o be boa oman no ana se wa ma se o be boa oman no o na o ba se o be boa oman na ana se wa ma se o be boa oman no. Mr. Dampare, what you honor alatafo di ashawo jantra bra ye afro Ghana ho nyina enti eno no hu enti alatafo wo secondly immigration for mo ye madwuma ye alatafo abet no mining over years omonko Oma fa echo asabo omo sapoini eno no inti immigration Ghana immigration officers inti nyana was mo control sa enoma no mama alata fo afom ho adi sa omo ne na mkrom ho no ma omo ye no ma bia omo pe no we don't need ECOWAS. His Excellency Dramani Mahama, we want to go out from the ECOWAS. ECOWAS can never help we Ghanaians because of Nigerians even alone. No African even would like to come into ECOWAS because Nigerians are too wicked. And even in culture perspective, ECOWAS can never be nine. It can never work. Ain't me yejuma. Enti afi we ya yesim no Ghana fo nyina ye say ECOWAS no ye free His Excellency Dramani Mahama. Ye free press His Excellency onya message where some so obi bia either ministers no obi bia obeti message we bia no on first message we emma His Excellency Dramani Mahama. IGP is not doing his work well. The immigration, they are not doing their work well. And we don't need also the Nigerians in our country. This is what we are saying. Those 100% of Nigerians living in our country, we have to take 80% away from our country. Mr. Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, ye votu ma say den betie Ghana for ye sufre ne ye ya pedie man. Ye votu say den bra na bekeka say ekro we there ye ne om say wa wadanfo Ibrahim Traore. He is well focused to develop his country. Sa ene wasa we den wo ye ni obeya o man ho beto mo no ene wasa den wo ye. Listen to the citizens and do whatever you can do to satisfy the citizens, not foreigners. Not foreigners. We don't need any Nigerian mall. Ye nya Nigeria mall biya ewo Ghana asase so. Omu fake products. Omu tonton Africa in Kroso. Amanfo no ma eko omu ye ma no omu wu no. Ye nya bi any ade ewo ye man mu. Ye pese ye maame nom ene ye papa nom omo so omo ye den omo tom e wo mu dwedi a omo di no enya alatani eno wo be ye den wo be ma ne ho ato no e wo ye man na ye citizens na omo wo ye man no omo de omo ye den omo ho akire om ye anto aba ma wo se den ma hohofo den emesere wo ye man na aho yi timemufo den ensu enye ne 17 year den yeto aba no ma o ena ahemfofo ene ahemafo a moti Ghana honom a mode mo se den sabio kafrache mun yuzu mu adwen kakra no munya alatafo na motonton sase di ma omo no make da bia ye bohun de wuro Mon says see Donald Trump or then o deport to Ghana for then eba Ghana. Small de pia e catch them say then moon ya den moon use my drink kakra. Moon use my drink e kakra. And he for any a him for Musori na moti apakan mu say then anoma ye every woman want to know. Mu use madwen. Ye do be di on here, ne no kire say den brabet na apakan mu ne sa kire o mama. Ne mom ye say den wadwen na wo no fa be bu ba bia wo no ekro na wo te so no. Then at the piano maton sassy at the maho ward, the piano mot, and then a moton sassy at the maho wasa. Ah? And sassy the bian sassy, at the message way a comma a ye gamanche. A fear yesimui, yes, sir, malatanini, no, or ye Igbo community for our friend. Ye peso man so to say then ye peso be who say in crown wedding or border will be saying or be ye festival be a crown and crown and then Kenya any be woo a baby boots for boots any be woo any be woo pa ujina hopa ni any pa ye mpesi ye bet class then or set date class that say die be hu so set date ye be kono so pa ye be kono so aluta ye be kono so pa this message is going to the king of Accra Gamanche won pabo fai okay man ewie okay man ewie won pabo fai aden na wuti wo mem na wo mo bi be some opportunities be say den da bia me begun san my den ma betwitwa ayi odwan ewo wo mem na medi me festival no so free fa I am here and crying for bokodie And kind for in fact I am be a boko de. And I be bin ko ye. Se bi bin ko ye so amome hu. Boko de e won kan ho. Ahemfofo no e boko de. Ah. Na motiti akunya so na ase munimu emra ewo yi moman mu. Edeme asem ni. Munimu emra ewo ase munimu mra ewo man mu. Eden so no. Ghana immigration. This goes to you again. Do your work and drive the Nigerians out from the country. The Ghana immigration, His Excellency Dramani Mahama, talk to the immigration and talk to the foreign minister. The foreign minister is not doing the work well. The foreign minister. Adena moti Ghana honma aso obi enim na dwuma oye aso obi enim na dwuma oye na de bia no bosumi bia no so sika na ye twa mo edigu accounts no. Look, Mr. Dramani Mahama, a school for a school a bin mukre enya dwuma ye. Immigration police for omuntumi nya omadwuma ya ji omunyina di school for my we are pedjuma ya omunya dwuma from kwashiso no mo drive Nigeria for any ade out any 224 man na omu gina kwan no ho omu bobu omu free Ghana ho no nko. Dampare doesn't know his work. Dampare, he doesn't know his work. I'm telling you the frankly speaking today. You can change Dampare and bring a hardcore IGP. Dampare is too calm. He don't know his work. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Mr. Manager, good evening. Good evening. I just wake up right now and this thing is on. Your channel is on there. I was listening to one of your senders. Was listening to one of them. Minyano. Midubiasi. So be anya butre wa anumu. Your brother and your friend with dispatch rider will say night rider will wusumi dawasi. Media sana me lie no. Uzu ye tofa. Misumi ye tof. Ubi anye tof chen nimya. Utimasi amisumi tibwasi. Se ye mistake ubia timi pacho ubia simu ayewi ubia timi peni nywani cho ye Ghana for die ntiasia beba yetem ye mistake na asa na ntiasia beba no gise BBC ena wudi hu se BBS sade we an amanfo kano enye so mu kano kwa because NC wo wuso no ntia no undi the way eti microphone na ye kan omo asem no me bra ye ni momu mini omo nanti for good 18 years se me ba na se me be kan robbery asem say we are maye bi pen min dintro maye bi pen e wo Ghana enye Europe me ba be me di sa nsemfunu afi Ghana ka me ba be sem abra bo e wo Europe anu si enam for sign crofo we su nti u jan ho a e momo a u be say completely u be say Tim Janinte na me do say no enye itimi ba na say bia me be ka say bia me ambroba ma ya bi pen yo enye say bia me nya bi pen o dia say me intro because mpanyifo wa ha ma ya bi pen so me madabu fo me ni omu anyi nyina me kan mo asem nyina me ntitwi papa me twi nye me twi me ye gan adangbe me twi enye me ye gan adangbe half ena ewe half inti me twi enye papa kra twi about 3 years ago anzana me start to say me kan the papa yi me twi nye inti me ba na se me be kasa na yese bia me ni made amika mini Made America, but only say how to put the sentences, you know. And I mean the way I make canon, na me di two papa so be minim say me nua no mani me papa no mo no mu ti the way I make niama me kyerna se so enti ana no metie me brother bako oka ono oka tripa me dey so uka ye Ghana kasa wodim deep eco deeper me de so enti mati so si wa be pacho eno de manti everyone no be me nua na aka ne de ma presu oh me obia e patapa obia e patapa uti ase be entiase de se entiase enye djuma na che se adi bako amidi pe Ghanaians asem nunu adi bako amidi pe Ghanaians asem nunu oye boni a obeba be pacho inkrofo we on pacho da o pacho kra nye na kumem so enti uswa pacho a so cassette ubi a o pacho a misu me pa o che se bia maka bibi na se nya pache me na enye nnuano na hanumo aye bai ya dwi na eba be kire enye yiya nkrofo no mu di ewu na ebe che ansa na ye be hu se nkrofo we ediga na ewu ade a Donald Trump mi brother krapo ken ade a Donald Trump ye no mu hu se si a o mu hu se si a benefit e wo mu hu be oye wi a na mu be hu de wi a America be ko enim America be ko enim America she mika kire mu se Donald Trump wo ho ade oye no monzo wa targeti Mexicans ni pa because some part of America no Mexicans omu dia o na America jefu mu sem so jai omumu na so mu be lodu omu gu America too much na so mu be nya full citizenship na so mu be dani Americans on be jisa kru no enye na o be 100 years to 200 years to come eno na iboki no ye wo Ghana no yeah kase agrobi na edi no me brother this night rider will say wherever you call yourself no ufre no masa adia sa iboki na ye no anka wupu awo Ghana yi anka wo be boaye ama ya sorti sa niam way out hwe adia sa iboki na ye no enye na o about 50 to 100 years to come say jama we mu a Nigeria boafo eba any Ghana fo beba beku e wo sa kwasia niama we a man we yen udie she enu na Trump we no enu na Trump we no onye enye so tan obi a o on tan obi a oji di kro oji kro no aye kro no chimfim because what who say America won Omwa yo mo ti say superpowers and a loopholes wom omwa yo mo ti say superpowers and a man for use sa loopholes no e di bem e benyo mu citizenship e di nkwasiasem na kwasiasem no ensi sesi a o say sesi a no gradually before no uko America we dia maminka emfam fem keke u read about American history before person be black Americans no ma slave wo ma ko America no person be mu citizenship enti where your friend is ready in Indians na kroni ya omudia no up to today nye Americans o pe American citizenship nya Americans but gradually sanya money nyina eko Trump ehu eko kakra Mexico amu sa ehon mu nyina ewe misi Texas amu hu na ewo no ma Texas kese ni nyina Mexico fo omu asase no Mexico sa asase na mu hu no Mexico sa state no Mexico fo dia enti na future no unim di pada se ni team adia odiba beye obeye no Nigeria for sa mindset ni bi oye ti so pe wasem so pe wasem no di wewu o obe be di wewu ope baby atra o trewi a na obehu wiase eno na Donald Trump ye no we who say so 100 years to come 200 years to come Mexicans betimi agisa kro no Red Indians ne betimi agisa kro no Americans betimi agi sakro no or protecti abrofo no omontransu for so many years no ma gisa superpower no eno na oye no so enti yenso no yendo ye kro we dia enya we o yendo ye kro as a Ghanaians enya sa be hayen wow say sia me mati say osu laptop ayira oso wadam for laptop so wehu ade ayeka no enu bi ni o wo unti ase be mami me ebia unti ase mami enye se bia o mi kire wade o debi mi pepe bi bu mu akire o ko say krofo we from mukrom aba Nigeria for evu mukrom aba hockey na ye brothers and your sisters hockey was street omututon chocolate omututon pure water omututon phone cases omututon saniama we nyina no yenim se ejuma na ikronum me ejuma na nkasa ti se Europe factory wo babia no ebi ni Ghana sa gizetema ebi ni yo inkrofo we abegigi sa business ni nyina wo Ghana abegigi sa kro no omudi enibri abegigi sa kro omudosu cheye o omudi enibri afi omukrom abegigi sa kro za business ni nyina iti ya brothers a ombekwa ko hockey wo street odibekwa ko tiani danka ontimi nye obi oton ade wo kotamanto oton ade wo boso kan omutimi nye biom omutimi hwe om families biom ikrofo we abegi business no enibri eno omudi abegi business no enye bibia enibri uhwemu a enibri no omudi abegi business no na me mama ka kire wade bi brother night rider mama ka kire wase ade bi won say Ghana wo ho we are businessman intimi mi raise uwe bi kakra Ghana ukoji loan a 35% and a bank no e demand fi ho aka sa scanner goji ye no 35% into ukoji 1000 cedis a ukoji 1000 cedis a utua about nearly 500 cedis ekasa no nearly 300 to 300 and no nearly 400 and something eka 1000 na ukoji ye no 1000 na ukoji ye keke no utia saska no nearly half of the money and utia eka uwe no ho interest omo pe no Ghana banks so enti Nigeria ni a ono fini krom no waji loan wo no no omo percentage ye 3 to 4%. Akwai ti say wakoji 1000 cedis ubetia about 100 cedis and I say 200 asa Nigeria so iti uhwemu a omumom no mu ye nibri because uba Ghana na se Ghana government ehun sa sign no mumu ni mo Ghana government ehun sign ni say no se nkrofo we yesi e begya ma omum beton niama ti se na Ghana for ton niama no Ghana for entimi ko enim omu timi hwe om families enti ni ebe ni se owu a wu furu kro mu ba no be supply niama no ma Ghanaians no won so mo ndisu brana be supply niama no efa ma Ghanaians no na Ghanaians no ton niama no because bank percentage no mu je no too high mumu dia na too low Ghana for nim Ghana government nim enu tia no mu di sa ehihye no to no ba won so mo ba no omo nya ni sa o omo nya ni sa Ghana for niama no mu ton no omo be niama na Ghana for ton no akoji low ton no omo be ton ma Ghana for na aso be supply ma Ghana for na no ma fechi asa koton no lower it is ade na 2 cedis a omo dia gibe 50 cent abende na Ghana ni awakoji loan bet you tell me low masa ebeden it omom no mu dia ni bria from krom abaye krom say ye krom no be ye hu that side no utu brother obe hockey e was street obe hockey sa uanti obe hockey obe ko katamanto obe ko bebia sika odi bebe fie sika obi be fie ontimi fa hwi be fie be hwe ni ma sankanye nyakopon a wo suru ana wama nanado ama free SHS nkanye ye ma menu be bre because of infrocofo we so enti masa niama bi wo ho bebre wo ho loopholes wo ho a nkrofo we afa so a omudi destroy Ghana hwe Igbo kini ade oye Igbo nini hwe ade oye Igbo nini hwe ade oye yeye kocha no sesi anu unimade omu ye Yorubas no eni Igbos no omu mmedi omu chiefs omu nkrofo e di hihye Ghana wenum omu nyene ma enye sesi awo omu di omu chiefs hihye ye jaye ho ama omu di omu chiefs hihye we omu mo musika hihye ya hifofo no masi ahihye omasi no mu ware omu mao won jibie won Ghana impenyifo mu jimie omu ware omu ma e di omu wu years to come no sign kola ni bi beba bedani ye ministers ye president ye say ade a wo ntimi nya wo Nigeria ntimi nye omama fiom krom e ba be yesa ne ama no wo Ghana na ye tio etimi dia usu upa e chowa so ye obi a masa misu me ye sorry say bia makasa chiraw atiaw na ye nwanom ma ye fa ntiase a e wo sesia no ye fa do ye ho na say ye gya ye ho man krofo we a won laptop ya ayire yi sankomu obi woni krom aka odipapo a ye Ghanani so ye Ghanani a wa be wia wo wankasa wo laptop na say wa be wia wodan for laptop a anko nye cause but that time odi be ba wia wo laptop wi anko hockey e was sweet e to ton pure water phone cases and also onina boso kan bi no o ye di niam bi a odi be survival because sa niam ni nyina block wo Ghana nti ewi sem no e be koso enu wasem ne ye ka no enye bibia because Ghana police omu ye very 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 strong so the microphone way enti media matuasi enti one love enye tokwa enye bibia eba egegege no ye ndo ye ho na ye chichi kro no na nye sa ye mpanyifo ye se wankasa po ya obeka sa ye mpanyifo a omudidi ye nimi se ye ya chichi kro na amumu am voice out amamu omunti wo mu wasi se omu ye boni e wo kro no mu no ikrofo we beji kro no me na me ka kire se bodam ni bi amba ti se Donald Trump ikrofo we beji kro no FSM na ye kwakodan Nigeria ni neba be control me se mami asase ami fisu no mami sit down wo su Nigeria ni ono opini krom beba be ka chem se asase a mami sit down wo su na mi be bisa no wu Nigeria ni ana se we sifie chale eno na Donald Trump ye no ye ti ase o be oye for future nkola mu beba in the future no o clean amomo o clean amomo iti misu one love what me money how me ha me money how se ka bibi na se tia wa enye bibi afa cha nyame wo ne ndo yo ho me da wasi what.
No forgot to subscribe to Master Manager Niger News. Subscribe, okay. Subscribe.